And we're back for another episode of NBA 2K14. And you see the last episode winding in Game 7 as the San Antonio Spurs take down the Houston Rockets in Game 7, 120 to 116. As for Houston Rockets, James Harden 26 points, 6 assists. Jeremy Lin has 18 points, 10 assists. Patrick Beverley 17, Aaron Brooks 11, Francisco Garcia 10, Omer Ashik 8, Chandler Parsons 7, and Dwight Howard have 6, and the rest of the Houston Rockets. The other side for the San Antonio, Tim Duncan also have 26 points, Kawhi Leonard 21, Manu Ginobili 18, Tony Parker 13, Tracy McGrady 11, Patty Mills 7 points, Steven Jackson Thiago Spurs 6, Spurs DN 5 as the rest of San Antonio. As we take it in game number 6, as we take down game number 7 for the San Antonio as they win this series, knock off the top team in the West, the Houston Rockets, to win the series 4-3 and on their way to the Western Conference Finals today with Dirk Nowitzki of the Dallas Mavericks. And now will be come down for this. It's another Game 7 for the final game of the NBA semifinals matchup. With the series is tied 3-3, the winner here advances to the Eastern Conference Finals against Derrick Rose of the Chicago Bulls. It's all or nothing. It is gonna be Carmelo Anthony and J.R. Smith of the New York Knicks trying to upset again in Miami, or will be LeBron James and Dwayne Wade of defending back-to-back champion Miami Heat trying to aim for the tapping for the 3 straight and looking to get back to the Eastern Conference Finals. And for this game, the Knicks in the blue and the Heat in the white. So for now, ready, and Game 7 are heated up. We're going and sending Kevin Harlan. Enjoy at the American Airlines Arena. Game 7 starts now. Let's start it and enjoy.
Hi and welcome. This is Damon Bruce and you're watching 2K Sports. This Eastern semifinal series reaches its climactic Game 7. It's going to be the New York Knicks up against the Miami Heat. The NBA on 2K Sports.
As the playoffs continue, the action intensifies. 8 teams eliminated, and now the true contenders begin to emerge. Nothing can be taken for granted, and those not ready for the next level will be the next to go. This is round 2 of the NBA playoffs.
And there, a bit earlier, the Heat getting mentally and physically ready. Well, this is what we've all been waiting for. Game 7. The winner to advance to the conference finals and get one step closer to a championship. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. It's New York and the Miami Heat. The starting 5s for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. Guys, as we take a look here at J.R. Smith, what do you think?
Well, when you think about instant offense, his name comes to mind immediately. Doesn't take much for him to get it going and run off a string of buckets.
And don't forget now, a walking highlight reel every time he steps on the court. His flair for the dramatic makes him worth the price of admission all by himself.
Look at the Heat. It all comes down to this. A well-fought series so far, but only one team will walk away victorious.
Well, Kevin, you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders playing at home in a deciding game. Obviously, this is where you want to be, but maybe there's a little added pressure because of the home fans wanting it so badly.
Steve, I could not agree with you more. I really believe in a deciding game, the pressure shifts to the home team. For the reasons you said, the fans are hungry and anxious to get it. You feel comfortable there. But at the same time, nothing to lose for the road team. But still, like you said, you would not trade home court for anything.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the evening. Free throw good, LeBron. Felton with the ball. Smith outside. Flanking it by the D, who fights to the rim for the layup. Smith's got his first basket of the night.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Wade drives in. And that one's good.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving him a lot of size, but he still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Felton. Stoudemire up top. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Stoudemire's got his second bucket tonight.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Mike Woodson had a few moments to share with me. Winning an elimination game on the road is one of the hardest tasks in the NBA, if not the hardest. But when I brought that up, he said, that's something for the fans to worry about. It's still a basketball game just like any other. It doesn't change what we need to do to be successful. Kevin, he's right on point.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Felton following the basket by LeBron James. Back to Stoudemire. Smith outside. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Smith's got 6.
drop that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Anthony against LeBron. He kicks to Haslam. And there's another one for the Heat. The Knicks have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Stoudemire with the bucket.
Smart. Use that big height advantage. Get the shot off.
Well, it's hard to put a big man on him, Steve, that far from the hoop. I mean, he's versatile.
Now here's Wade. Sinks the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
They really look sharp here. Razor sharp. Extremely focused.
Felton with the ball. Now defended by Mario Chalmers. And here's Anthony from the arc. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Stoudemire against Haslam. LeBron gets to Chalmers. And the Heat, another three.
I love his kind of mid to long range jump shot. It's a specialty of his, especially in catch and shoot situations.
You're exactly right. He's a very skilled catch and shoot type of player. I mean, it adds a dangerous element to his game that he can make that jump shot. Yeah, both teams are scoring well, but there hasn't been much defensive resistance either.
LeBron passes to Haslam. He's against Stoudemire. From 13, again the Heat good for 2.
Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
Felton attacking. Back to Stoudemire. That's good. Stoudemire's got 8 points.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. Setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Yeah, it's the kind of start you want every game, but of course you rarely get it.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Here's Cole. Cole off the pick from Oden. Cole dishes to Oden. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another play at the free throw line. And it's going to go on Amon Shumpert.
Well, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Miami shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And World Peace kicks to Freehill. Left block shot on the way. And the Knicks good for 2. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Roll off the pick from Benny. Back to Oden.
Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Free throw, no good for Oden. Knicks trail by 4. The drive by Shumpert. Outside for world peace. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
.36 seconds left in the first quarter. Allen passes to Cole. And the Heat, another three.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that move.
They swipe it. Oden gets to Allen. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Here's World Peace. Shot's good. World Peace has got 5 points so far.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Now that's... Finish the break. Throw down with force.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they want to do. Good defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Miami ahead, up 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to this Game 7 as we get ready to get back into the action. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early. Oh, get it! Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely. Insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. Aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Watson gets to Shumpert. From deep. And again, New York with the triple. Miami's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Cole off the pick from Lewis. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Watson kicks to Hardaway. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Hardaway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lewis, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. The Knicks making a switch here. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here is Watson, defended by Chalmers. Chandler outside. Kicks it to Shumpert. Now the dish to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. They now take the lead. Hardaway has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Wasted no time on that one.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
This is it to Watson. Back to Hardaway. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Hardaway has got 7 points in the game.
It
was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Chalmers dishes to Lewis. Wade from outside. Good. And the Heat lead by 2. Buckets see this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
Yeah, how about that last lead change, guys? That's number 7 for the game.
And the Knicks making a change here. Here is Watson. Pass to Hardaway. Fires for 3. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Watson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Bosch. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now Watson feeds to Smith. And stolen by LeBron. Makes the lead pass. And the basket by Chalmers. Oh, it's a 4-point Miami lead.
No, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Stoudemire backing him down. Watson with it. Wade picks him up. Smith outside. Uncovered. And that one's good. Smith's got 8 points.
Oh, he's explosive, Kevin. I mean, a lot of time, all it takes is a basket or two to really get his motor running. And suddenly, he becomes almost impossible to handle.
And Steve, some of the best highlights you're ever going to see are going to come from this guy. Every time he steps on the court, there's a chance he'll perform the dunk of the season. Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
So for the Knicks, Anthony comes in for Hardaway. And it's Felton in for Earl Watson. The feed to Chalmers. Heat moving the ball around. The drive by Wade. Unloads. Anthony with the block. But they'll get another chance. LeBron with the bucket.
They're getting on the roll inside. The last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Chandler kicks to Smith. Anthony left side. Good on the shot. Anthony's got 7. Heat have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. Smith against Wade. And there's another one for the Heat. Here's Felton. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And stolen by Chalmers. Gets it to go.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile with 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Felton attacking Stoudemire. That drops. 10 points for him.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Felton against Chalmers. Back to Stoudemire. Oh, and there's the line of James.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Bosch with the bucket.
Wow, he's got such a sweet 3-point stroke. The way he can shoot it, forcing opposing bigs out on the perimeter, can really open up the lane.
And the first half is now in the books. Heat lead by 6. The Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce is coming up next. Then it'll be on to the third quarter. We'll see you then.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Tense moments here in the deciding game of round 2. Let's break down the first half on 2K Sports. Miami up on top against New York. They can't drop another one like they did back in Game 6. It's time to battle. It's Game 7 of this series. LeBron's been going at it effortlessly against this Knicks defense. We're at halftime and still he hasn't missed a shot. It's been a pure shooting exhibition. On the Knicks side of things, they're managing to hang around. A dominating performance offensively. They're getting everything they want. Amari Stoudemire not having any problems out there. His field goal percentage through the roof recently, and he is on fire again tonight. And that's it for us here in the studio. Time to send it on back out to Kevin Harlan and the gang for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. What a game we're seeing from Hardaway.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry. It's going to be tough.
For Miami. Stoudemire outside. Back to Felton. Lets the three fly. And again, New York with the triple.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
From deep LeBron. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Anthony gets it to go.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Kicks it out to LeBron. Wade outside. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Bosh. Mattier comes in for Udonis Haslem. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the... 5-second violation. New York calls timeout. They're coming off a great victory on Wednesday.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Now it's Mattier running. He can go all the way.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
They tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
Bargnani has checked in for the Knicks. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And that one's good.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Mattier with a screen on Felton. And Cole kicks to Oden. Stolen by Bargnani. World peace against Allen. Smith the pass to Felton. Back to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton has got his 8th assist here tonight. Wade kicks to Battier. Cole, Allen, covered by World Peace. And again, Miami with the triple.
One of the great shooters in the history of the game. I mean, Ray Allen is just amazing with that deep range, incredible accuracy, and he can also put the ball on the deck a little bit once or twice, pull up jump shots, get to the foul line. Allen's just one of the most consistent scorers we've had in the game for a long time.
And he's rehearsed that motion for so long. It's automatic. I mean, it's something he can do in his sleep. He doesn't even think about the situation or the defender. He eyes his target and lets it fly.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Jones drives in, lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Jones has got his first points of the night. Chalmers against Philp. Back to World Peace. Lets it go from deep. It's blocked, but they recover it. From downtown, gets the bucket. And World Peace has got 10 points in the game.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Chalmers dishes to Allen. Tipped. Fast break. Here they come. Here's World Peace. Throws. Down the breakaway jam.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of a steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all five guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play. Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for Hazard. And it's LeBron in for Ray Allen. And there's Mario Chalmers on the assist by LeBron. Chalmers has got 9.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly. No defense for that.
And it's blocked by Lewis. And we're able to recover. The shot's good from Stoudemire. Miami leading by 7. LeBron drives in, and the basket good. LeBron's got 5 points in the quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And another area where they've done a great job tonight is forcing the issue defensively and getting some steals.
This is Chalmers up top, defended by Brignone. And now the Knicks on the break. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's LeBron. He's got 16. Outside, Jones. Bosch. He's against Stoudemire. Low block shot. Bosch with the bucket. Bosch has got 10 points.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
And that one's good, Anthony. And Miami has possession. Outside, Lewis. Misses. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Heat out front, up 9. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the East. Eastern Conference Semis. Knicks trail. by 9. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. The guards, Ray Felton and J.R. Smith. World Peace is out there with Martin, and it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Smith, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Well, this is what happens when he gets on a roll. You are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him.
Wade gets a screen from Haslem. Wade passes to Cole. A three ball. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end. And I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
You got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Stoudemire's checked in for Chandler. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Meta World Peace. Bargnani is checked in for New York. Knicks trailed by 11. Felton with the ball. Now guarded by Cole. Outside, Felton deflects the pass. Out to Smith. 6 to shoot. Felton. And again, New York with the triple.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
That's good. 8 points for New York.
Yeah. Guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Woodson had some advice for the team over that last break. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities. Their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Felton kicks to Stoudemire. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton has got his 9th assist in the game now. Miami leading by 8. Backing down is Anderson. Fires from the wing. And the Heat got another bucket right there. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Stoudemire slams it in.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bring her down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
And that basket. Get it down, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
A difference up for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Anderson. LeBron comes in for Ray Allen. And it's Chalmers in for Norris Cole.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the ref to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Stoudemire dishes to Carmelo. Rejected by LeBron. The pass to Haslem. Back to LeBron. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. The baseline jam. That's good. And the Heat lead by 12.
They're coming in bunches for LeBron right now.
New York, they're working against the clock now. Felton gets to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. 14 points for J.R. Smith.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yes, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shot.
Good drive by Bosch. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to check down another.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Shooting one.
And that one falls for Bosch. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Stoudemire, here we go. And the shot is good. Stoudemire's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, I think he's really willing his team on. Now, he's carrying them. He's doing it all. He's yet to miss a shot.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're up by 11. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Free throw good, LeBron.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
And both free throws good for LeBron. 1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Felton with the ball. 13 feet away. And the jumper is on the mark. 15 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, he could be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
Now here's Wade. 50 seconds left in the game. Just 5 on the clock. But Trey, no good. Smith with some nice D. They get a chance to cut the deficit to within 10. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And that one is stuffed right
through. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And a new group in for the Knicks. Bargnani is checked in for Chandler. World Peace comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Hardaway is subbed in for J.R. Smith. And so he hits both.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and polish it off.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Here's Cole. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 5 on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Knicks ball.
New York calls timeout. They're losing by 9. 1 second left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Well, they can call timeouts all they want, but it's not going to do a whole lot of good at this point.
Yeah, this one's about done. The writing's on the wall. There's nothing they can do to change this one.
That's a 2 for Martin. Gets the bucket.
And that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
And so the Miami Heat have won the series. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Time for us to say so long. Thanks for watching our coverage of the second round of the NBA playoffs. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long as we present the Jordan Player of the Game.
And the semifinals is in the books as the Miami Heat will take down the New York Knicks in Game 7. The defending back-to-back champions remains alive. We're on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals. They win over the Knicks 102-95. LeBron James from the Miami Heat have 20 points, 5 assists. Dwayne Wade 16 points. Chris Bosh have 13. Udonis Haslem have 12. Mario Chalmers 9, Ray Allen 8, Norris Cole 6, and the rest of the Miami Heat. And the other side for the New York Knicks, 20 points for Amari Stoudemire, Carmelo Anthony have 17, Melo Wood Peace and Jerry Smith 14, Tim Hardaway 13, Raymond Felton 8, and the rest of the New York Knicks. And now the Miami Heat are the date with the Chicago Bulls. And now the schedule are set. This would be a game 1, but we have important MLB playoff predictions will be tomorrow, and the NBA will move on Tuesday. Actually have the chance to ridiculous Tuesday and Wednesday. Will move Tuesday and Wednesday, October 1 and September 30 and October 1 game number 1, and then game 2 October 2. There will be rest of the games. So right here in the NBA playoffs, we move resumes on October 4 and 5. So game 1, 4, 5, October 6 and 7. So right now we're going to the chance to get in the one step closer to the championship. So now here's the final four are set. it is gonna be Dirk Nowitzki, Monte Ellis, Sean Marion. But first, let's check out the end of the round 2 stats leaders. Dirk Nowitzki remains the top with 27.5 instead of Danny Granger. So right here, see the rest of these guys. Danny Granger, James Harden, John Wall, Nick Young, Derrick Rose, Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Jamar Crawford, Chris Paul. So that would be the rest of these guys. So check out some team stats in the scene. I was checking right here in the team stats. You see the Rockets and the Knicks are within the first. So Spurs remains alive. They will be out of the finishes. This is gonna be Chicago and Miami. Both teams are 8-3. Might be the highly anticipated matchup featuring LeBron and Derrick Rose. So now, check out the brackets, and it's gonna be the conference finals are set as we ready for the one step closer to the championship as we're winding down to the conference finals ending finale. So the finals will be one more chance to the championship. Here's the pay-per-view for the matchup. Game 1, October 1, will be heading to American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, featuring Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker of the San Antonio Spurs, take on Dirk Nowitzki, Monte Ellis, and Sean Marion of the Dallas Mavericks. This is gonna be a great game. The Texas rivalry will be a great at stake. It will be a Western Conference Finals Texas showdown, a rivalry renewed once again. This would be a rivalry renewed, meaning, but they actually met in the playoffs in real life was Dallas and San Antonio. The Spurs beat the Mavericks in 7-4-3. And the other side in the Eastern Conference Finals will be a huge, big matchup, mega matchup featuring Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah of the Chicago Bulls take on LeBron James and Dwayne Wade of the Miami Heat. And now we're waiting for the chance to on their way to the finals. And that will be wrap things up for the semifinals ends. This is Andre Kenshin. Final score: Miami 102, New York 95. So we have today will be NFL Dublin, Ireland. We got Carson Wentz of the Minnesota Vikings take on Aaron Rodgers of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then later tomorrow we have the NFL Week 4. We got Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley of the Philadelphia Eagles up against Baker Mayfield of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Week 4 mocky matchup, that should be a great one between Lamar Jackson take on Patrick Mahomes as the Baltimore Ravens up against Kansas City Chiefs. NBC Sunday Night Football, this could be a highly anticipated these two teams for the rivalry, featuring Michael Parsons will return in Dallas to face his former team as Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers up against Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys in Week 4. So that would be wrap things up here, and that's it. Once again, Miami 102, New York 95 in the final score, and the Miami Heat are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals against Derrick Rose of the Chicago Bulls. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. So we have a break again for NBA Monday since the MLB playoff predictions will be starting tomorrow night. So we're wrap things up. I will take her and say so long, everyone, and thanks for coming. Say so long and thanks for watching. We'll see you Tuesday, Game 1, Eastern Conference Finals. This would be at stake Miami and Chicago. Take care and peace out. Good night, and we'll see you a start of a conference finals on Tuesday. Have a wonderful day and peace. Good night, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next Tuesday for the conference finals. Take care.